Start.
You know?
You want there.
Well, I
Okay,
don't know what
Anton.
to say. This is the biggest piece I have ever done. There's two people. There's a male. There's a female. And actually, every painting has some type of meaning, but I rarely tell people that straight to them because it has my own meaning, but for them it might have something in their own, and so I don't want to destroy their construct with my own interpretation of this.
So what did you had in mind when you created this painting, huh? What was the thought initially, huh?
Well, this comes out of a personal experience, actually, because I felt as this guy, you know, and this is why it was very easy for me to paint all these very complex shapes because it's constant thoughts, and there's so much movement in your thoughts that, you know, they change constantly, and whenever you're thinking about the other person, you also picture them as a very complex and very different organism from you.
So you think that female are more complex than men, or did you
No,
paint
they're
them
both complex. It's just they have their own nature.
Okay.
And people think that they have similar nature, but they have completely different nature because the women, they do everything with emotion, you know? And the men, they're very not talkative. They're very much they stick to the reason, and they try to analyze everything too much. And this is why a lot of the people say that men have a tunnel mind, which means like they stick to one dilemma or they stick to one route, whereas females, they're much better multitaskers than men, you know, and so yeah, you know, I think in many ways, you know, women have more of a psychological power than men in general. You know?
So what is represent the middle of the face that you have? Just in the middle.
The man is actually trying to pull out something out of this lady, and so he's pulling out this blue face, which is her face when he's not really welcoming you, you know?
Okay.
It's so, you know, like I think the blue for me is always the cold. Well, not exactly, because I never do something that's completely blue, because it's never truth that, you know, there's only coldness. There's also different types of other colors that also go along with the blue, because it's never a pure emotion. It's always some kind of additions to the mix. But yet there's dominant color, you know, dominant color that pretty much tells you the mood of this piece, of this area on the piece. And yeah, but you know, the reds is also I don't know, the feelings, because the feelings is really the fuel of life, you know? And so this is very nice. Yeah,
What about the word that you're putting up, like space, pace?
well, I put this here because the space is sort of narrowing, you know, on them with certain pace.
Okay.
Yeah, and you see that there's this hand that's pulling this rope, or pulling it. I started to do it on Christmas, so this was the structure of a Christmas tree, and it looks like a Christmas tree if you look afar. But in reality, out of this Christmas tree, I made this girl's face. And it was supposed to be the girl was supposed to go to, and I didn't. And I thought too much about this experience and decided to paint her, even though I don't talk to her anymore. But
So this is a love story, huh?
Well, it's not like it's a love story, you know. Like,
It's your story.
I think after 30, you stop believing about love, and you stop being naive, and you start to evaluate people, you know, and you realize that nobody's perfect, and everybody go to the restroom, everybody go to the bathroom, you know, like, and because when I was a teenager, I thought that, you know, there's a perfect one, she's a princess, you know, she has wings on her back, you know, which is, you know, we're all the same, we just have different brains and different...
So your princess today had a double face.
Well, it's not like she has double face, it's just layers and layers and layers of different angles of a person. Because, you know, like, the person is never... The person is never at rest. You cannot call somebody... That's what actually Tolstoy said. You know? You cannot call somebody ugly, stupid, or you know, or not worthy, because tomorrow they might change and be something completely different. So today you can call somebody stupid, but then tomorrow this person would do something that would make him the brightest person on earth. You know. So it's, you know, these are all labels, and so today she could be, you know, like this. I think it's all deriving from Picasso and his Cubism, because he started to look at different people or scenes at different on different panels, and I believe that there's not panels. There's supposed to be angles. Yeah, because every time you meet a person, you sort of tackle one of his angles of his personality, so you look at him differently. And so I think that people in general have so many layers of their personality that it's crazy. And so this is why all the people that I make, they have tons of layers in their personality. Because there's simple humans, but even the most simplest humans with simplest tastes are extremely complex. And so this is why these people are very, very detailed, and there's a lot of going on.
Wow,
It's unseen by people, but it's more derived from psychology, from not the way they look, but the way that they're being comprehended by me, at least.
Well, thank you, Anton.
It's
amazing how.
Yeah, the visuals is based on the more of emotions rather than common sense. You know, and I constantly I try not to tell people the meaning, and this is something not very ordinary. You know, that I would say something about this one.